Hello everyone, this is Igal, and one of the most common questions I get asked is how much fees do I pay when I sell on eBay? So that's going to be the subject of the video today. So the associated fees with dropshipping on eBay are fees that eBay take, fees that PayPal take, and also if you're using a site like Amazon for your dropshipping sourcing, then you also pay Amazon. So with eBay, it would be the fees that you're paying for a store, if you have one, and also the final value fee that you pay once your items sell. Also, if you're out of the free of insertion fees items, which we'll cover next, you will also pay an insertion fee. In PayPal, there is a fixed fee that you pay for each transaction, which is a small amount. And then there's also a percentage of the whole amount that you're getting or receiving on PayPal. On Amazon, you either pay for a paid membership, for example, Prime or Business or Student Prime, and also you will pay taxes. So let's say you're buying something from Amazon, you will most likely pay tax because on most states you will be obliged to pay it. Also, if you're using expedited shipping or you're using the regular account on Amazon, you will have to pay extra for the shipping. So let's elaborate on the eBay side of things. What fees do you pay as a seller who does not have a store? Each month you receive 50 listings that you can upload for free, so you then don't have an insertion fee. After that, you pay 35 cents for every item you upload on eBay. In addition to the insertion fee, you also pay what's called FVF, final value fee. And here's exactly the fee schedule for that. So here you can see that there's a breakdown of categories. For most categories, you will find that you can pay 35 cents for the insertion fee, again after the first 50 listings that have no insertion fee, and then you will pay 10%. That's a flat fee, which is pretty simple. It goes up until $750. So let's say you sell something for $10,000. You won't pay $1,000 as 10% of that. You'll just pay 750 because that's kind of the most that you're going to pay. For some specific categories like books, DVDs, and movies, and also music, there's a different FVF, which is 12%. For business and industrial categories, there's a 2% final value fee, but the insertion fee is very high. So please keep that in mind, because sometimes as someone who does dropshipping and puts item in bulk, you will notice that some items will have like a crazy fee and you'll find yourself paying hundreds of dollars or even thousands of dollars more than you intended to. So keep that in mind. Guitars and the bass will have a 3.5% final value fee and free insertion. So this goes for sellers that are kind of new, that don't have a lot of items and are just trying to get a feel of what selling on eBay is like. If you are more advanced, you will probably want to use a store. And for that, eBay offers several store subscriptions. So traditionally, eBay had 3 store subscriptions. One is basic, then premium, then anchor. Recently, they also added a starter package and also an enterprise one. Let's go over them. So the starter package will cost you $5 per month. And keep in mind, this is the annual subscription. For monthly subscription, it's about 20-25% more. So $5 per month, then basic is $22, then $60, $300, and $3,000 per month for enterprise, which is quite an amount to pay every month. You can see here the amount of free fixed price listings you get with each subscription. And also, every time you put an additional item, which is more than the, let's say, 1,000 items that you get for free, you will pay 10 cents in the case of premium, 5 cents in anchor, and so on. The final value fee with stores is different. The final value fee for a starter kit is 10%, and for all the other stores it's varying. As you can see, it's a bit lower than the fee when you're selling without a store. And even though it looks like a negligible amount, think about it that it adds up. So if you're selling, let's say, $100,000 per month, each percent is a substantial amount of money, so keep that in mind. Also, you get some perks when you go with a store. For example, you have $25 every quarter for promoted listings if you go with Anchor Store or Enterprise. You can read more about it in this page here. It's called Subscriptions and Fees under Seller Center. The main idea is that with a store you have a monthly subscription fee and lower final value fees. So that's the eBay side of things. Obviously, because you're using a payment processor, you will have to pay them. And in 99.9% of the time, it's obviously PayPal. So let's go to PayPal and see what are the fees that we're paying them. With PayPal, as they say, it's simple, straightforward, and no surprises. And I agree with that, although there are a bit of few exceptions here. So with PayPal, it depends on what country you reside in or in what country your account is set up. In Israel, you can see that the fee schedule is a certain percentage, 3.4, plus a fixed amount, which is 1 shekel and 20 agorot. It usually goes around 35 cents in most countries. However, I want you to pay attention here that international sales are different. And to be precise, we can go just around here and see. Let's say we're selling on eBay.com and most of our customers are from the US. Looking at the table here, for every transaction, I will have to pay 4.4% plus my fixed fee of 1.20 shekels. If I sell to other countries, let's say in Europe, and you have here the breakdown of all the countries that are in Europe 1 region and Europe 2, the percentage will be different. And all the other countries, it's 5.4% plus 120. So it makes sense for you to go to your PayPal fees page and see exactly what you are paying, because you will find that in your country, the fee schedule is different. Also, if you're a business account on PayPal, and you can apply for that, that's not a problem, you will also be eligible for merchant trade. Merchant trade means that the more volume you have on your PayPal account every month, the smaller the fees that you will have. So if you're in Israel and you're selling to US, you can go as low as 3.4% plus the fixed fee. Here you can see exactly what fixed fee you are going to pay with every other country. Finally, let's talk about any additional fees or taxes that you have to pay when you're working with your supplier or source. In the case of Amazon, it goes the following way. In Amazon, there are several ways you can purchase an item. You can purchase it from Amazon themselves, or you can purchase them from a merchant. Now, there are a couple of options. If an item is available at a merchant, it's either on FBA, which is fulfilled by Amazon, or FBM, fulfilled by merchant. When it's FBA, it means that the seller is storing his item in Amazon. When it's FBM, it means that they have their own solution for storing their item. Let's try to find an item that we can demonstrate this exactly with. Here's an Instant Pot Duo 80. You can see that we have here something that says used a new 54 from $90. 90. Let's go ahead and see. So as we mentioned before, this item can be sold by many sellers, and the first seller is Amazon.com. The others are merchants, and every merchant that does not have this fulfilled by Amazon logo, it means that they fulfill it themselves, the merchants. When Amazon sells to you, they have to charge you tax. They will charge tax for most states in the United States. So it means that if the tax, let's say, is between 4 and 8%, you will have to pay for almost any item these 4 to 8 additional percentages. This will go to tax. However, if you're purchasing from a merchant, you will only have to pay the tax if you're sending it to a country, or a state rather, where the seller has to charge tax by law. Usually sellers only reside in one state, and then they will have to pay tax there and collect tax there. So it means that when a seller, let's say this one, let's say they are in New York, okay? And you want to buy their item and send it to another person who is in California. Because they don't have any tax relations with California, they won't charge you tax. So it means that you will only have to pay the price of the item and also the price of the shipping if you choose paid shipping. This goes also with people who are merchants that sell not with FBA but FBM, same thing. They usually have only one state where they have to pay tax, and the chances are you won't have to pay tax because you will be sending it to another state. Also, you're probably familiar with Amazon Prime. Amazon Prime gives you several perks. The main one of them is offering 2-day shipping for free for most items, specifically items that are sold by Amazon and by sellers who use FBA. The Prime membership is $119 for an annual subscription, or if you choose to pay monthly, it's $12.99. So let's do a quick summary of the fees we have to pay when we dropship from Amazon to eBay. So firstly, we have to pay fees that eBay charges us. So if I'm selling without a store, it's just the final value fee, which is a percentage. Or if I'm listing more than 50 items per month, every additional item will cost 35 cents to list. If I choose to go with a store, then I'll have to pay a monthly subscription fee for the store that I'm having. For each store, there is a different fee. And also, if I choose to list more than the allocation that I have per month, I will have to pay for each additional item an insertion fee. I'm reminding you again that the final value fee for a store is lower than the final value fee if you do not have a store. So the more items you have, the better it would be to use a store. You also have PayPal, which is your payment processor. You have a fixed fee and you have a variable fee, which is a percentage, and you can see exactly what you're going to pay in the table right here. Finally, you have Amazon. In Amazon, you might go with Prime, in which case you will have to pay the monthly or yearly membership fee. You will also have to pay the tax associated with the item that you're buying. And finally, if you choose expedited shipping or you have to pay for shipping in general, this should be added as well to your calculation. So I hope this clears things up. Thank you very much and see you in the next video. Bye bye.